I'm presently working as an associate professor cum coordinator of Royal School of Medical and Allied Science. I will be the moderator of this session. Today's session is on a very important topic called as boosting the immune system through better lifestyle. As we all know that immune system plays a very important role in today's time, which is post-pandemic, that is in this post-COVID-19 time, the immune system plays a very important role. Because of that, it is very much significant on our perspective to be known about the various lifestyle modifications which we can carry out in order to bring about a change in the immune system. So first of all, I would like to welcome Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, and our eminent panelists for this session. In addition to that, I would also like to welcome our participants of today's webinar with a welcome note. And before moving on to the session, I would like to request all the participants to kindly put their audio in mute mode and switch off their videos so that there is no technical snag during the presentation. So moving further, I would like to state that immune system is an essential part of our survival. So without an immune system, our bodies would be very much open to attack from bacteria, virus, parasites, and more. It is our immune system that keeps us healthy as we drift from a ocean of pathogens. This vast network of cells and tissues is constantly on a lookout for invaders, and once an enemy is spotted, a complex attack is mounted. The immune system is spread throughout the whole body and it involves many types of cells, organs, proteins, and tissues. Now, crucially, the body can distinguish between a foreign cell and the cell of your own. So that is one of the important role of the immune system. The immune system is incredibly complicated. It is very complex, and it utterly vital for our survival. So several systems and cell types works in perfect synchrony throughout the body to off fight off the pathogens which is present in our body, and there is an interrelationship between the life cycle and the immune system. Bad health habits can slow down our immune system, and that's why always doctor urge us to make certain lifestyle changes like and entangling to exercises, entangling to improving our diets. All these are various perspectives which has been well advised by the doctors. Keeping all those things in view, we would like to move forward with our panel discussion. In today's panel discussion, we have four important speakers in today's, which is comprising of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Dr. S.P. Singh, Sir, and we do also have Professor Dr. Ramakant S, Sir, and then we have our third panelist as Professor Pushpita Chakravarti, Madam. The final panelist of today's webinar is Dr. Itumoni Kaur, Ma'am. So we So these all are the panelists who are going to be sharing their views and expressions into regarding today's topic, that is boosting the immune system through better lifestyle. So coming on to our first speaker, that is who is none other than our Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor S.P. Singh. I would like to introduce Sir with few columns. Sir is a well-known academician and an administrator, having dynamic and enterprising personality with more than 29 years of experience. And the most important thing regarding Sir is a sports person. He is a baseball player, and he is a person who is regularly entangled with yoga as well as exercises. So I welcome you, sir. To add on the introduction, I would like to say that Professor Singh has an experience of working with various institutions of repute, like lecturer in University of Lucknow, lecturer cum communicating organizer in Training and Orientation Center (MHRD), that is Government of India. He was also the director and vice chairman of Sherwood Group of Institutions, Lucknow, and he was also the founder director of Royal Group of Institutions, Guwahati. Sir has also served as the Senior Vice President Academics of MET Educational Group. Professor Singh was also the Vice Chancellor of MET University of Raipur before joining as the Vice Chancellor of the Assam Royal Global University. I welcome you, sir, to this session, and I would like to request you to offer your words of wisdom regarding the topic of today, that is boosting the immune system through the better lifestyle. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Ujjwal. And I hope the time slotted to me is how many minutes to every panelist? 10 minutes or 8
10
minutes?
minutes, 10 minutes, sir, 10 minutes.
Okay, so
It
you
is
should tell
10.
time to all of us because we professors are very fond of speaking and we don't see the time. So
Right.
time is in front of me right now and I will try to catch up with the time. I'm absolutely starting at 3:37 and I'll try
337.
to conclude by 3:47. So my eminent panelist in this today's webinar, the very learned Professor Pushpa Chakravarti, Professor Ramakanth, Professor Dr. Geetamani Kaur. There are three very eminent speakers today, and two of them is from nursing stream, and I think Professor Ramakanth is from pharmacy, if I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken, right, Ujjwal? So we have three very eminent speakers, and they all are professionals, have more caliber and capacity and knowledge to speak on the topic of immunity with respect to lifestyle and direct link between the immunity and lifestyle. Probably my initial talk will be based upon some personal experiences of mine uh, in life and also based upon the knowledge of biology I have because I'm a science stream student and I did my graduation in zoology, botany and geology. So, but I am still very fond of the subject called biology. And immunity is one of the very important aspect of this thing. And I personally have felt that it is very easy and I would say a very comfortable way of life which makes you immune to many things around you. Because if start talking about statistics and numbers and data, some of the speakers might will take up that how many bacteria are around us, how many viruses are around us, how many other kind of parasites and things are around us. They are all the time, impacting us, and the whole world is at standstill because of one virus. This is called COVID-19, and we don't have immunity for that, or maybe we are having immunity for that, but we don't have vaccine for that. We don't have drugs to cure that. It is our immunity system only which is actually curing all of us. Probably as a individual, as a human, as a species, Homo sapiens sapien, we have evolved to an extent that our system has become so strong that whatever calamity will come and has come will pass on, but definitely it will be impacting us in a major way or a minor way. This time it seems to be a major impact because this is a little tough kind of virus, which is probably is very easy to go for contagious contamination, and people are being infected very easily because it is passing very quickly. So I request everybody to kindly switch off their, mute their audio system. Mic, please. So, I mean, based on that, if I see, uh, I think this is very relevant topic to think because the whole world is fighting. And I tell you, with my experience and whatever I learned during this COVID time, lockdown period last almost 90 days, 85 days, that we are able to fight this only because of our immunity. And the people who survived, who have recovered, mostly it is based upon the immune system. And probably, I'm saying quote unquote because I should not be quoted for that, probably some of the countries have suffered more and some of the countries have suffered less because of the immune system in their people. Maybe the different kind of immune system that we know very well, that is something called innate or natural immunity, something is called acquired immunity, Under acquired immunity, we have active form of immunity, then we have passive form of immunity. Under active form, we have artificial, and that we have natural active. So all this theoretical part, I'm just skipping. Other speakers might take up this. But I tell you that unless and until you have innate immunity that comes from genes, that come from parents, that come from blood, probably that is one part. But the second is acquired immunity that we gain from either vaccines or by coming in contact with different kind of bacteria or other issues, and that gradually we develop some kind of immunity. Nowadays, for COVID patient also who are suffering and maybe finding it difficult to cope up, a new therapy has started called plasma therapy. That is also a therapy which is related to immune. If somebody has already been infected by COVID-19 and later on he has been recovered, so his body has developed the immunity against COVID-19, and that particular person's blood or plasma, especially plasma, if been transfused into the patient who is suffering from COVID-19, it is quite likely that his immunity will be very quickly gained. And one of my family member, far family relative, has actually recently gone through a plasma therapy and he has quickly recovered. My request for switch off their mic system, please, everyone. I mean, you can, host can do that and can switch off everyone. Please do that because it is disturbing in between. Some children are there at the background and the noise is coming. So my request is that this is one part of it. So this is very, very relevant topic. And I think we all are going to speak on this. So I will not give more time on this particular issue of immunity. And we know in the lifestyle, I have 4 or 5 more minutes. So I mean, the lifestyle, it's very, very important if we have right kind of weight, if we have right kind of sleep, and we have good exercise routine or maybe walking routine or any kind of sports we play. As all of you know that I'm very fond of playing sports throughout my life. And if you have no bad habits called drinking, smoking, drugs or anything like that, and you are having a healthy diet, Assam people take very healthy diet, and if you maintain with your healthy diet, don't take too much of fat, oil and other things which is called food which is not good for us. I mean, especially I'm talking about junk food, and you have comparatively less stress and cleanliness, it is quite likely that your immune system will be very strong. So this probably is not my area of expertise, and I've just touched upon these factors so that all my other colleagues or panelists get a chance to speak on those issues. My topic, which I'm going to cover in another 3 4 minutes, and which is very close to my heart, other than my lifestyle of exercising, sports, and creating sports culture in Royal Global University, I would say that the immunity is the biggest factor, and I've read many research earlier, and today also I browsed few things. One is about the Queensland University research on positive psychology. Then we have got three major eminent scholars called Stone ETL in 1987, then Cohen in 2003, then Marshland in 2006, and then Bhattacharya ETL in 2008. You can browse, I mean, you can Google it, and you can find all those things already available there. So that is where my topic lies, and probably that is not the domain of other people, or maybe domain of other people. But as a teacher of behavioral science, as a teacher of psychology, as a teacher of consumer behavior and behavioral scientist, I would say that behavior and lifestyle together is the biggest tool to increase or enhance your immunity. Three things I'm going to quote. One is happiness, second is positivity, and third is optimism. Three factors. The whole research, Queensland University, to whatever scientist name I've taken, they have written very beautiful articles and research on this topic, and I've read some of them. Every article has genuinely reached to a conclusion, that every researcher has genuinely reached to a conclusion from the positive psychology point of view, that if you are happy, your body and mind will be in such a state that the whole physical system of your body will be ready to face any kind of challenges that may come from any kind of virus, any kind of bacteria, or any kind of pathogens, and you will be having a better immunity, no doubt. So first and foremost, from my side, healthy lifestyle, be happy. And if you're happy, this COVID time will pass. And even if you will be infected or you will pass through this phase very easily. And I know, I mean, 80-90% people, or 99%, 98% people who have recovered from this, it is not because of the drugs and anything else. It is because of their immunity, and happiness is a very important component there. Second is about positivity. On that, especially, I would say that science of happiness and science of positivity. This research has been done by Queensland University in a very major way about positivity, especially. So if you're a positive thinker in the worst of the situation, also this is a very negative time. We are confined, especially I'm confined. Under lockdown from last 6 days. Another 8 days I'm going to be alone in my home for lockdown. But my happiness comes from my positivity, and I'm ready to fight, and I'm very optimistic that this time will pass. So this optimism, positivity, and happiness together will be making my immune system stronger. And I know one family member, one family where this COVID patient has been found. I think initially it was basically attacked to the young girl in the family, then the mother, and then the father. Young girl and mother has recovered. They could never feel that they are having any kind of infection, but father was having little weakness, or maybe his immune system was weak. He has to be hospitalized. So in every family, in every system, in every society, Guwahati also, I was reading in the Delhi newspaper today. Somebody passed it on to me. It has been tested that out of, I mean, some around 30% or 15-20% people in the whole system are having corona positive, and they have no symptoms, and they have recovered from those things without any medication or anything. So we have a spread in the community. We might say it is not, but it is wrong. If we check all the people in this country, 135 million, I would say that maybe 50 lakhs or 1 crore or 5 crores are already passed through this stage. They have been infected, they have been cured because of the immunity. So immunity is our biggest, and the biggest optimism for India is their immune system, immunity of Indians. That may be by, some people were talking about the vaccines which we have taken for smallpox, chickenpox, and other things, or maybe because we have a gene system, we have a sort of innate immunity which is very strong from our genes. And third is that we have acquired very kind of, because we are being infected by many things, and we are probably having very somehow unhygienic condition around us. So our immune system is stronger, and we are able to cope up in this tough time also because of our immune system. So this is a very, very relevant topic, Ujjwal, and I've taken exactly 11
Exactly, sir.
minutes. I
11
may be
minutes, sir.
excused. I've taken one extra minute, and
Thanks,
I
sir.
just wanted to initiate like this: trump card, positivity, happiness, and optimism. And if you have these three and right kind of lifestyle, you will not have any problem. This is my message to all the participants, my dear colleagues, my students, faculty members all across the world, around the country. There is no problem if you have these three things with you. My best wishes to all of you. Over to Ujjwal.
Thank you so much, sir. You have very rightly said that it is nothing but it is the positivity, it is the happiness, and it is the optimism which plays a very important role in enhancing our immunity. And in a very short span, sir has very enlightened us regarding plasma therapy, and also the importance of exercise, sleep, as well as habits and cleanliness. The importance of that in maintaining the immune system. I thank you, sir, for your brief note. And with this, we would like to move on to our next speaker, who is an external speaker. Sir is none other than Dr. Rama Ramakanth S. Sir is a professor and head of the Department of Pharmaceutics in Karpagam College of Pharmacy, Coimbatore. He has 13 years of experience in the field of academics, research, administration, industry, and community services with excellent leadership qualities. Sir has completed his PhD in the year of 2017 from Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Hyderabad. He did his Masters of Pharmacy in the year 2007 from KM College of Pharmacy, Madurai, and he has also done his Bachelor's of Pharmacy from KM College of Pharmacy, that is in Madurai itself. Sir has got multiple responsibilities on his head. He is an active coordinator and nodal officer in NBA, NAAC, that is NAC, NIRF, AICTE, PCI, and etc. And Sir is also a reviewer and an editorial member in few of the journals. His research activities are too profound. Sir has almost around 51 research publications under his tab, and he has got almost 60 conference proceedings. Sir has got also opportunities to attend 3 quality improvement programs. I welcome you, sir, and would request you to move forward with your session and express your views regarding the topic, that is boosting the immune system with change in lifestyle. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Ujjwal Bhattacharya. Is it audible?
Right, sir. Yeah, you are audible, sir.
Professor R.P. Singh, His Excellency Vice Chancellor, Royal Global University. Sir, I will promise your words. I will try to complete within 10 minutes. I have been much impressed with your talk. I have been gone through several webinars. You are such a dynamic person. Daily going for 2 to 3 webinars. I have been frequently watching you. And the other co-speakers, Professor Gitomi Konwar, as well as respected co-speaker, Professor Pushpita Chakravarti, and my dear Principal Dr. Subhashish Devnath, Royal School of Pharmacy, and faculty members and students and parents of Royal Global University. Hearty pranams to all. First, let me take a minute to express my sincere as well as our sincere gratitude to the frontline workers to this COVID-19, doctors, nurse, staff, nursing staff, pharmacists, dietitians, health workers, and government and non-government organization. So the topic, webinar topic, boosting your immune system through better lifestyle. So this is a topic not of only of today's concern. It's a topic related to our past, present, future, and generation to generation. The common statement is that prevention is better than cure. So lifestyle medicine is an evidence-based approach for preventing, treating, as well as reversing the diseases by replacing unhealthy behaviors with positive ones. As Professor Rafi Singh said, the positivity always moves up to a better health issues, away from the health issues. So I would like to emphasize few aspects which we have to follow in a routine life as a habit. They are healthy eating, being a physically active, managing stress, avoiding risk substances abuses, as well as adequate sleep and maintaining the good health. So as Hippocrates says, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Then how much we are eating, it's most important what we are eating. So that is the most important concern. So traditional wisdom about processing food is preventing the technique and its therapeutic effects having its establishment in generations of India. So Indian traditional foods has various functional foods in it, such as body healing chemicals, antioxidants, dietary fibers, and probiotics. So these helps to overcome the weight management, blood sugar level, as well as supports the immunity to the body. And there are several processing techniques such as sprouting, fermentation, malting, all these things that mainly supports for enhancing the quality of the foods. And traditionally, Indian food system has been categorized into 3 areas such as sattvic foods, rasamika foods, as well as rajashika foods. So categorizing the milk, fresh fruits, as well as honey, all these things comes under the sattvic, as well as lowest cross qualities such as meat, liquor, garlic, spices. These comes under the tasmika foods, as well as the daily workouts. These comes under the rajashika foods. So this has been categorized as cereals, pulse in various areas. And mostly the important thing is the food is being categorized based upon the season also. We used to change our food habits based upon the change in seasons such as spring, monsoon, summer, autumn, fall, winter, all these things. And according to the thing, we have to maintain our body, mind, as well as spirit. So maintaining all these things, it leads to away from the diseases. That's the most important thing. And Ayurvedic has been classified 5 basic elements such as ether, air, fire, water, and earth. So there are several combinations of these which supports for creating a good food in the food net. For example, saying about ether and air components, these are the air principle, which is known as a vata. So which regulates breathing, mobility, central nervous system, as well as sympathetic nervous system. The fire and water component is nothing but a pitta. This will regulate the digestion as well as assimilation of the body. Earth as well as water is nothing but kapha. This will helpful for heat regulation, lubrication, as well as formation of mucus, all these things. And imbalance of these tridosas will be disturbing or creating a disease to the body. So that is a major thing. And having these combination, these 5 elements, ether, space, air, fire, and water, earth, these gives us different tastes such as sweet, pungent, sour, bitter, saline, and astringent. So these taste has an impact in our health. I strongly believe in that. So as example, water, this has a responsible for blood production. Earth and fire, it has an important in its digestion and removal of vata. And combination of water and fire results in saline taste such as kapha. And air and earth has a bitter taste, which increases the appetite as well as removes the harmful factor which is in the body. And the pungent taste is nothing but a predominant of either as well as air, which improves the digestive power as well as astringents and taste and restoring the balance between the dosas. And here, saying about a healthy life. Recently, in an article, I've been seeing about culinary medicine. So, culinary medicine is nothing but an emerging field in evidence-based medical practices with the emphasis on healthy eating. So, whatever you're eating, try to take it in a healthy. In a plate of meal, we can divide into 4 parts. One half as a 2 equal portion. One is having whole grains, another will be having healthy proteins, and in the remaining half portion, 1/4 we can have as a fruit, and the remaining quarter we can have vegetables. So saying this, there is no any single food is a superfood, or no single nutrient is a magic nutrients. A balance of micronutrients, a balance of macronutrients is mostly a key factor for dietary diversity scores, nutrient adequacy score, dietary phytochemical index. So these are all the important things. So if we eat cultivated in your area. So saying about it, we don't need to go for eating some other food which is not available in our area. What there is a saying that whatever available in and surrounding to your 100 meters, 100 kilometers, whatever maybe, that is good for health. We don't need to go for exporting or importing anything from any places to eat a better food. A healthiest food for immune system, I can give a small thing about G bombs. So what is it, G bombs? So G for green, so which has folates, ions, potassium, calcium, vitamin K, beta carotene, all these things. And B for beans, which is for anthocyanin, flavonoids, probiotics, and O for onions, which is rich in quercetin, and M for mushroom, which will be having vitamin B, D, niacin, ergothysin, and B for berries, having anthocyanin, epicatechin, quercetin, and seeds, S for seeds, and nuts, which has rich in zinc, vitamin, iron, and selenium. And saying about this one, whatever the food we are having, let us have at a natural one. The second aspect is about physical activities. WHO has been reported that 6% of premature mortalities is related to the physical inactivity. And another review state that physical inactivity causes 9% of causes in mortality worldwide. So physical activity is a modified risk factor, which is leading to cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, cancer, hypertension, obesity, bone joint disorders, diseases, and depressions. So physical activity, it also not only helpful for fitting our bodies good, it also help to make our mind fresh. So exercise may block negative thoughts, it may distract the daily worries, also it will provide an opportunity to increase social contact and increase the fitness to us and gives a better sleep pattern also. So exercise may change the chemicals in the brain, such as serotonin, endorphin, and some hormones also. That is another thing. A small guidelines is there for physical activities. Let me cut short it. Accumulating of 2.5 hours to 5 hours a week. Now moderate intensity physical activity such as walking, that will be giving good for physical health, and 75 so 1.5 hours to 2.5 hours of physical activity which is quite intensified, it will be giving a better health as well as mind status. And the next important thing is managing stress, as Professor R.P. Singh's Vice Chancellor has said that mind status is most important thing, which has an impact in its control towards the healthiness as well well-being. It has an impact in creating various stress hormones, adrenaline, and then lead to blood pressure, heart rate, eating, as well as sleep patterns, disturbances, blood sugar level elevations, all these things. And saying about this stress, I would like to emphasize one important thing. We are the generation, we have to take care about the next generation also. There are several parents, they used to take care about they think that my student has to be in international school, they have to study swimming, not only apart from syllabus, they used to focus on swimming, bike riding, horse riding, skating, all these things. We do all these things as a practice of our life, as a part of our life. There is no any syllabus for swimming, there is no any syllabus for skating or anything while we are, or while our fathers are. But now, unfortunately, all are making them to make their students to get burden, their children to burden. First thing they have to make away from it, which will be giving them much relaxation and giving good ability to think of. So that's the next thing which I like to emphasize of. And then the next one is about alcoholism as well as smoking, which leads a major problem for various diseases, life-threatening diseases, not only for him, also to the family. So it affects the complete stress to the family, leading to an immune problem. And the next aspect which I like to say is about sleeping. Adequate sleeping is most important. At least in 7 hours a day, it is most important to have a good sleep, which will be promoting us in a good immune aspect. And sleeping in a dark place is most important. When sleeping in a dark place leads to good secretion of melanin. That melanin will be responsible for controlling various disorders or diseases in the body. So that is one important thing related to the sleep aspect which we have to consider of. I would like to take 2 more minutes to say about a formulation, Ayurvedic formulation, which is nothing but Kaba Sura Kudinir. So this has been approved by Ayush also. It has been approved by Ayush and it has been given. It has 15 composition: ginger, piper, clove, the shrupa and harika, as well as Malabar nuts and kushta. This is nothing but Ayurvedic formulation. This has been practicing here in Tamil Nadu for treating this, not for treating, to preventing away from this COVID. So this is one even recommended by Government of India, Ayush also. It has 15 components. Even the young researchers, they can check in NetMed. There you can able to find the composition. Here we have, this is mainly useful for treating whooping cough and various respiratory problems. And the second Ayurvedic formulation which we are using is for treating is Nila Vembu Kudinir. So this is another Ayurvedic formulation having 15 composition. A main component is Kalmeg. So Kalmeg is a main component. Along with that, Ushiri, Valak, as well as Sonti, all these things are there. So these, it has 9 composition. So these 9 composition is most important for preventing us from various viral as well as infections. Even we used to take in case of fever conditions. So it will be helping to keep away from the diseases. The only thing is the quantity what we are taking is most important. We have to take adequate quantity. And one thing is, it has to be prepared in a proper way. The most of the person they used to take it in a wrong manner. In Ayurvedic formulation, the preparation is most important. They have to take 10 grams and it has to be dissolved in 250 ml of water. That has to be boiled in a slow warm, and it has to be condensed to 60 ml. That 60 ml has to be taken after food. This is most important thing. Ayurvedic is not a funny aspect to take as such what we wish. There is a procedure to take an event that will be supporting us to give a better thing. And one small thing, Ujjwal, is there a time for me to share 2 more minutes?
Yes, sir. Okay, please. 2 more minutes.
I'll consider it. It's a dinacharya, most important thing. Waking up morning before sunrise is most important. We used to wake up after 9 and go to sleep after 2 o'clock. That's a wrong habit, too wrong habit. Waking up before sunrise is most important. Having after brushing, gargling with the sesame oil is the most important thing, which gives a free from various diseases, as well as having a small exercise at morning. And we have to take a food of only half stomach in the morning time, then followed by 1.5 liter water, and then afternoon half stomach, then 1.5 liter water. Taking some functional foods. Let me complete with this last. Taking some functional foods, 1 amla, milk with turmeric, pepper, sonti, or drumstick tubes, or 1 fruit juice a daily, and having a green leaf in a daily food habit, that will be supporting a lot. And we used to think when you're getting a phone or laptop or stuff, we'll be thinking how many softwares are there, what are the app I can install. We'll take much more important for phones and laptops, but we never take an importance for our health. What we are taking in, we have to take care a lot. So that is most important thing. And finally, I would conclude and thank my management as well as my principal, Dr. Mohan, who gave the opportunity, as well as Royal Global University. And finally, my family doctors, my parents, as well as my wife, and my friend Ravi and Anita who supported me for this, and the Kaplan family also. Thank you. Over to Ujjwal.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your comprehensive views. You have very nicely quoted regarding the importance of Panchabhuta theory, that is about the 5 important elements which you have enlightened about that. You have very nicely said regarding probiotics as well as importance of physical activity. Carrying forward to the next speaker, we have with us Professor Pushpita Chakravarti, madam. Madam, to introduce regarding ma'am, she is a person with a profound knowledge. Ma'am has an experience of almost around more than 35 years. She started her career in the year of 1981, and she worked as a staff nurse in the Silchar Medical College Hospital. She was been deputed as a nursing tutor in the School of Nursing, Silchar Medical College Hospital since 1988. She completed her post basic BSc nursing from AIMS New Delhi, where she secured first class first position. Then she completed her MSc nursing in the year of 1995 from RAC College of Nursing, that is under Delhi University. After completion of the MSc nursing course, ma'am has directly joined the Regional College of Nursing, and she served there with different capacities. Ma'am has joined the Silchar Medical College, the College of Nursing, as the vice principal, and she retired from there. Now, presently, ma'am is working as the principal of International Hospital College of Nursing. It is her endeavor to start the College of Nursing in International Hospital in the year of 2016. Ma'am has organized multiple seminars, workshops, training programs, and she had a number of publications in her stock. She has also accompanied the inspection team conducted by Nursing Council. I welcome you, ma'am, and request you to kindly share your views regarding the topic of.
Are you getting me? Are you hearing? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes it gets disconnected. Okay.
Yes.
So thank you very much. And this is the platform where we connect many people like this and can share our knowledge and get some information from many of us, many of the people. So that is really very exciting for me. And today I got this opportunity to connect Dr. S.P. Singh, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Royal Global University, Dr. Ramakanth S., Professor Head of the Department of Pharmaceuticals, even you, Dr. Ujjwal Bhattacharya, and Dr. Gitumoni Bordoli. Sometimes it is getting disconnected. I do not know why.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
There is a
Okay.
technical snag.
Okay. So now regarding better lifestyle and immunity.
Ma'am. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, you are audible, ma'am. You are.
Okay. Okay. So better lifestyle and boosting the immunity. That is very important, because one way I think this coronavirus, outbreak of this coronavirus, that people are aware of their health, they are aware of their this immunity. They may not be knowing that much of immunity, but they know how to stay healthy.
Right, ma'am.
And to have the healthy lifestyle. Okay. So this healthy lifestyle, when we say healthy lifestyle, actually trends have been changed, and we are seeing every time the lifestyle has also been changed. The people actually, when our time, we have seen that day is considered as day, night is considered as night. So daytime we do all the activities, and night time we do our activity and sleep. Since
Continue. You are
Okay.
audible.
Okay. So this is the thing. So better lifestyle when we talk and the immunity these days, this in 6 months, more than 6 months, we are hearing about the COVID outbreak, the fear, that panic state. Everybody has come across, and the world has got lost its peace and harmony because of this COVID outbreak. And many things, many discussions, many health teachings, many research activities are going on. And at the same time, we have seen that because of COVID outbreak, there are so many things, the lifestyles and the immunity, how to raise the people, the lay people, the other person they come to know. So now let us see what weakens the immune system. Of course, my previous speaker have already said about the many portion about how to increase or how to boost up our immune system. But some of the points I want to say that immunity, if we see the meaning of immunity, that is to be said to all of the participants, they should know it. That is the resistance of the body. So when we have the resistance of the body, who plays this role to resist the body? That is the white blood cell. And these white blood cell leukocytes and lymphocytes, they play very important role. There are T cells and B cells, and these cells are very much responsible to increase our immune system. If these cells are malfunctioning, then our immune system also will be hampered. So that is why we should always take care of these two cells, that is the T cells and the B cells, so that, and what are the things these cells can be activated? So by diet, by our immune system, by giving, and some of the other portions are also there, like Dr. Ramakanth, he said that stress and other causing some problems to decrease the immune system. So that thing we should know. Now, whenever we talk about the healthy lifestyle, so there are some things we can modify it. We can modify our healthy lifestyle, because some of the modification factor, like the person who are eating the junk food and all, now they have modified because of this lockdown period, the what is homemade food and what the parents are giving or they themselves can make. So like that they can, I think it is little bit modified. And some of the food, some of the foods like this one, sugar, bakery, baked foods, cans, and all these processed foods, and lack of fruits and vegetables, they also can hamper our immune system. They cannot increase our in our meal in the daytime or in the lunch or in the dinner or breakfast. So now every day when we open our TV, when we open the newspaper, we see that every day they are giving some research work and they are giving that these food items are very good for immunity boosting. For example, every day I am getting this ginger. Ginger is very good in cold and cough. Then rasun, that is the garlic. Garlic has plenty of good role to increase our immune system. Even in the TV, I have found that they're saying that if we take one piece of garlic every day, garlic, ginger, tulsi is
You can continue, ma'am.
tulsi, honey, all these things are easily accessible and not very, that means people can afford it, not very much expensive. So this thing, if we use every day, I think we can boost up our immunity. Moreover, timing, because of lockdown period, the timing, food, people are now getting the time to stay at home and they are taking food in time. So earlier or other time, the lifestyle becomes so mechanical. So people, they used to go run behind their job, behind their service or any other work, and they are not getting time to spend at home. So this timing also is having influencing the people, so that they can get a normal regular time when to eat, when to sleep, like this. But one thing I want to say, only eating is not enough. That is why we have to have the exercise. Whatever Dr. Ramkant has already said, and exercise is very much important. And exercise also, you have to see that we should not give over exercise or under exercise. If we take food, this calorie should burn out. If calorie is not burned out, again there is accumulation of fat, and people will be prone to get some risk factors of like this type of diseases like cardiovascular diseases and any other diseases. So you should be very much careful. So age is not a modifying factor. Age we cannot change. So aging is another important factor which is weakening the immune system. So for aging, everything declines. There all the system declines, and because of this decline, they cannot increase their immune system. Immune system also is declining. So that is why aging we can remember. But aging, whatever Dr. S.P. Singh has said, that happiness, it is very much important. How we can make a person happy, how they can themselves keep themselves happy. That is very important. So many people with this lockdown period and other things, they are very much depressed. And because of this depression, because of their loss of interest, they do not like to talk, they do not like to do any of the activity, and they become so much of interest in their life. So that should not be, because situation permits us, bounds us to do like that type of lockdown and stay at home indoors. So we have talked many things about our this one hand sanitization, our wearing of mask. Then we have talked about the staying at home, social distancing. But still, we have seen that many people, they do not follow it. They do not follow it, they forget it. And when the days go, their resistance also is going down, because they do not take, not about immunity resistance, their own resistance to come out from home and to mix with some people and do all these things are also increasing. Anyway, this is the people cannot stay at home all the time also. That is also one important thing. So this aging, when people ages, there are some problems, there are some hormonal loss, the decline of WBC, decline of all the things, and ultimately their boosting of immunity is not there. So in that case, that food item, whatever the young adult and the adult person takes, those food also the elder people or aged people, they cannot consume, they cannot digest, it takes time. That is why he has said the prebiotic and probiotic. Probiotic is the intestinal flora, that bacteria which is beneficial for the gut, and prebiotic is the food given to that gut to grow. So those things we should see and we have to give. Then moreover, apart from carbohydrate, protein, fat, we have to include all the minerals and vitamins, especially vitamin C. Vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin E. These are all antioxidant and giving an immune system is raised by these vitamins. Especially vitamin C is so much helpful, and even the respiratory tract infection and any other infection, vitamin C is given. And they are in research study, they have found that because of this utilization of vitamin C, that cardiac, asthma, and other problems are less, and those who have not used, there is more. So the vitamin C, especially not only in citrus food, this vitamins are available, but also we find the broccoli is the main item, where 3 times more vitamin C is existing. So these are some of the fruits and fresh fruits and vegetables. If we talk about the fresh fruits and vegetables, really I feel sometimes very much awkward that this fresh fruits, by seeing you may find that these are all fresh fruits, but so many adulteration is there. So we have seen that last time I have found watermelon. Watermelon, they pushed injection, this is in some this is called alta, and this sugar. Then they make it sweet and the color. So like that, some fresh fruits also, it is recognition of fresh fruits is also very much problematic. The last time mangoes are not used because adulteration was there. So many insecticides and other things they use in the fruits and food items and vegetables. Really we do not know what we are consuming. So naturally our immunity also will be going down. So but we have to see, and we have to still that we have to use this immune system in such a way that we can increase our WBC leukocytes and increase the T cells and B cells so that they can fight against infection. So sugar and alcohol also very much important for people who consume it, but those people, it is not very good because it weakens the immune system. That is why sugar and alcohol should not be given. And few days it was, and I have seen, in my experience, I have seen that when it was stopped during lockdown period, people become mad when they are not getting this alcohol and all. When the door, this one shop has been opened, alcohol shop is open, that time we have seen how it rush people, and 1 day, 2 days, the crore income has been, revenue has been gained. So that is also one thing. When we know these things are not consumable or not very good, but still they are taking, but they should know in a moderation limit. They should maintain the limit. We cannot say don't drink, don't do, because that we cannot say, but they have to see how much they can maintain the limit of this food items. Then malnutrition. Malnutrition also weakens the immune system. So malnutrition is the person, especially the children, they are very much prone to get the malnourished because they do not take that much of food, whatever is required, and they are very much fussy to have their foods many times. We have seen it. So that is why we are seeing that this malnutrition also causing the problem in the this one. So that what suppresses our immunity mainly? Under eating, under or over exercising, white sugar, especially the refined sugar, even the flour. This is the maida and all. That is also the cousin of sugar. So we should, that is also to be not to be taken during this, because it hampers the to increase the immune system, like bread, butter, bread, baked foods, and this one, that one, they are not taking these crackers and these chips. So very fond of the children. So those things. Lack of sleep also is causing very much stress, and due to this stress, this immune system is also going down. And smoking and all. So we have to see how we can maintain the healthy lifestyle by increasing our boosting our immune system by having adequate rest, exercise regularly, reduce toxic exposure, avoiding sugar, alcohol, baked foods, diet rich in vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains, then water and hydration. Water is very much important. Water is also a nutrient and very much important. And sometimes water in the form of, if we take cucumber, watermelon, they are also good source of water. Then nutritional supplement. Nutritional supplement, they are telling that nutritional supplement is essential for the immune system. But many times, many doctors said it is better to have the food nutrients than the supplement nutrients. So this is about, I think my time is 2 more minutes are there, no? So I am talking mainly the diet. And diet cannot directly prevent or cure infectious disease, but good nutrition can strengthen, and malnutrition can weaken the body's defense mechanism against them. That is why we should maintain how we can take food, what is the quality and the quantity of food. Excessive also is not good. We should see all the quality of the food. Thank you very much, Ujjwal.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your elaborative talk. You have enlightened us with lots of perspective. In fact, you have told us the importance regarding the process of various multi-nutrients. You have, in fact, you have highlighted about the aspect of aging and then importance of happiness also. I thank you so much. I thank you so much from the core of my heart that you have enlightened us with your enriching speech. So our last speaker, that is who is an internal speaker. She is none other than Professor Gitumoni Kaur. Ma'am is she is the Dean cum Principal of Royal School of Nursing and Royal School of Medical and Allied Health Sciences from Royal Global University. She was the former HOD of Department of Medical Surgical Nursing, that is Royal Regional College of Nursing. She has a vast experience of teaching, administration, and research spanning over 23 years. Ma'am has got multiple achievements in her stat. She has been ranked as a lieutenant by the Indian Territorial Army, and she has been also ranked as PhD guideship by Srimanta Shankardev University of Health Sciences. She has been awarded multiple times. She has been awarded as with Education Leadership Award. She has been also awarded as Women Researcher Award, and also as Race to 2020 India Award for the Distinguished Professorship. So I welcome you, ma'am, for your enlightening talk regarding today's topic, that is boosting the immune system. Over to you, Gitmani ma'am.
Thank you, Professor Ujjal Bhattacharya, for giving me the time. I'd like to thank Assam Royal Global University for giving me this opportunity to share my view with the people. And we have around 300 participants, and I welcome all the participants to the webinar, and I thank all of them that they have taken their time to listen to us, and hope that they have gained knowledge from our eminent speakers. So coming to the boosting immunity through better lifestyle, as most of the things, whatever I was planning to speak, already three speakers has been covered all the things. So now I'd like to mainly focus on the psychological aspect. So when we say the psychology, it is the mind. So our mind is controlled by our autonomic nervous system. So the autonomic nervous system, mainly the limbic system, which control our mind. So when we have a mind is ready to do anything, we can do anything. So it is the power of the mind who make us the drive to do something. We will be ready to do something when our mind says, yes, you can do it, you can go ahead. So with this note, I'd like to say that mind power is our wind power. So when we focus on our mind, we control our mind, we will be able to control our brain. Even in fact, our brain most of the time we will be controlling with our mind. And it is very important to control our immune system. If we have a healthy mind, we have a healthy psychology, then we can control our immune system. As very rightly Professor S.P. Singh sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor sir, has spoken about happiness. Yes, if we are happy, we can control our mind. So I'd like to say all the participants present in the webinar along with the various speakers, that when we are having joy in our life, when whatever we have in our plate or whatever we have in our part with us, with that, if we can find peace, then we will be having joy. So when I have a plate of food, instead of looking at the ingredient whatever is there, I should be happy by looking at the plate of food. When I am happy, then my guts and then my inside the body, there will be secretions of the hormones as well as the digestive fluid or juice, then that will be helping me digest it, as well as I will be happy after eating that food. That happiness will boost me, that will give me energy to go for the walk. So when we are and like whenever we go for doing the studies, we will be asking one question for the attitude of the person. Do you like to go to your work? Are you do you have motivation to go to your work? Do you get up early in the morning with the motivation to go to your work? If we have motivation, if we have our mind to go to the work, or if we have a positive mind, as very rightly sir has already spoken, if we have a positive mind to go for the work, to go for anything, then definitely our immune system will be boosting. So regarding the dietary aspect, many of the speakers, they have already spoken. So I'd like to focus on the dietary aspect of the children. So as we have come to know, the under 5 children as well as the toddlers, so they were more prone to get the COVID-19 as well as the geriatric population. So the focusing about the children, not only the COVID-19, they were also suffering mostly the diarrhea, the diseases which is connected with the digestive system, because the, they were not washing their hands properly. Whatever they get on the floor or on the table, whatever they get, they will pick it up and they will take it to their mouth. So now, as we are focusing on the hygienic aspect more, we are telling every one of us washing hand frequently. So the mothers also insisting their children to wash their hands frequently. So that is giving an impact on the children health. And another very important thing for the children to increase the zinc level in the body. So how they will get the zinc? One very simple tips I can give. You can give jaggery to the children's gur. So if we give gur, yes, if we give a small amount of gur every day to our child, then that will boost their immunity. And if the child is not, he does not want to take that, take the gur, then we can go for khejur. So that khejur, what comes on the market with the gur, that khejur, if we give to the child, then also they will be getting the zinc. And another important thing, as Pushpita ma'am has already said, the garlic. So garlic also we can give it to the children, but not the whole garlic. We can take a 1/4 of the garlic, grind it and mix it with their food, and it can be given to the child. Then another very important thing that for the older adults and for the adults, we can take this one very important raw haldi. Ohamiat kolakam kesa halodi. So that raw haldi, if we grind it and take out the 2 spoon of juice of raw haldi, and with that 2 spoon of raw haldi, we mix 1 cup of milk and 1 spoon of ghee, that is goro ghee. So if we mix goro ghee, milk and haldi, 2 spoon of haldi juice, raw haldi juice, then that in a warm way, half 1 cup of warm that milk, if we take haldi milk, that will boost our immunity very much. And it's also very important to clean up our blood. So as we know, what is our immune system? It is 5 liters of blood and the body lymph fluids. The lymph fluid is a clear fluid which consists of cells like this T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes and other complement factors, antigens, etc., antibody, etc. And this fluids and blood, it needs to be filtered out. Our kidney is doing every time, and the lymph system is doing the work of filtration. But it is our duty also. We help them to filter our body. So how we can help them to filter our body? Take plenty of water. And for adults, it is very easy. We know. So we will be taking plenty of water. But I'd like to say, mostly we are taking 1 liter to 1.5 liter of water. But it is very important to go for 2.5 liter and 3 liter. So that must needed for us. And for the children, how we can help them? They get the fluid. We can provide them juice. We can provide them soup, because children, they will not like, as we tell, they will not listen. They are, as Pushpita madam has very rightly said, they are fussy. They will go according to their wish. So we have to choose whatever they like to eat. So we can go for the juice. We can go for the soup. It can be dal soup. It can be vegetable soup. We can make juice of the fruits. Then they will be taking those. It is very important, and moreover now it is becoming very hot and humid weather, so they are playing around at home and they will be sweating a lot. So maintaining fluid and electrolyte balance in their body is very, very important. When we are able to maintain fluid and electrolyte balance inside their body, and as well as children, adult, and the geriatric population, if we are able to maintain fluid and electrolyte balance in their body, as we are giving nutrition as well as we are giving fluid to them, and that will make them boost their immune system. And another very important things for the geriatric population, I would like to share from the nursing perspective. So those people, whoever is having geriatric population at their home, if we can have a weighing machine at home, we can measure their weight every day, whether the weight has been maintained. If weight is increased suddenly, that means there is fluid accumulation inside their body. so that we can come to know. And another thing we can do, like we can tell the old persons to measure their urine, so they can urinate in a vessel. So we can give them a vessel. So whether that vessels we come to know it is half liter or 1 liter, 450 ml. So the vessels, when they every time they pass, they will pass on that vessel. Then how many times they have passed. So how much amount of urine they have passed, that we can calculate and keep it a record. So when we know that our kidney is functioning properly, the fluid and electrolyte has been maintained in our body, same way we record the output, and input also we can be recording. So we can be recording like how many bowls of dal they have taken, of how much big that bowl, whether that bowl take contain 200 ml, 300 ml, then how many glass of water they are eating, then how much dal they are taking. So like that we can measure how much intake. So if we know that intake and output is similar, it is equal, that means definitely they are maintaining the good habit, good body balance of fluid. So when they are maintaining the balance of body fluid, definitely they are maintaining the healthy life. So when they are maintaining the healthy life, that will be boosting our immunity. So everybody is telling that the coronavirus is taking our life, and we are there is so much impact of the coronavirus. I'd like to focus the positive impact of the coronavirus. So like a few days before, the perspective how we are looking at the life, it has become different now. Most of the people are looking at the life differently now. So the life, what was our perspective before, it has changed now, and it is going to be changed more further. I have gone through a research on the Journal of Virology, that is from the Professor Paul K. from Imperial College of London. So they have done a review on the coronavirus and SARS-CoV-2, how its impact could be on the present scenario. Then they have found out that this virus can be longer for several years. It is not that this is happening right now. So it is us, we have to combat that. So it is good that coronavirus has come, and it make us to find how low or how small we are. Being the human, the superior species of the earth, we were doing so much mischievous things. We are hampering the other species so much, and we are manufacturing all the nuclear weapons, what not, missiles. We are going to the Mars, but see what is the impact of the virus. I'd like to say art has taken a measure to make each immune system to better than the before. So as the virus is coming, making us the humans to make us bound to stay within our houses, to stop our industries so that the earth can heal itself. So as we are also rejuvenating ourselves, art also rejuvenating itself. Every 100 years there is some or the other outbreaks. If we see from the history, we come to know that there one or the other attack with what art is trying to rejuvenate itself, or it resilient itself, or rebounding itself. So now because of the coronavirus, the earth is free from all the air pollutants, so it is free from the water pollutants. If we look at the flora and fauna, so how much improvement we know already. We have seen the dolphin has come to the coast of uh, Vienna. So all those things, if we see, there are many positive impact of this corona pandemic, and most very important things is for the health professions, and it is the time where health professions will become boost up. Ujjal, I am taking more time, so I'm concluding.
Another 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay, so this health system, I'd like to focus on the health
हो
system.
गया
Every
हो गया
country now focuses on the health system, all the health workers. So there will be many more prospect on the health system near future. There will be many hospitals were coming up. They were re-emphasizing the hospitals. They were increasing the number of beds. They were increasing the number of ventilators. So definitely to take care of all those increased number of beds, increased number of hospitals, they will be needed more number of health peoples. So we have a very good perspectives. There will be many vacancies for us. So I would like to take this opportunity to invite the students to this profession, to the health profession, so that they will get this best opportunity to engage themselves. And as Ramakanth sir has very nicely said, so a medical profession is based on the evidence-based practice. Yes, so this evidence also, which is helping us very well, which is telling us the bright future, which is there is a big paradigm shift in the medical professions. So we should be ready to accept that shift of the paradigm shift in the medical professions. And it is good that we are in the medical professions, so we can we are sharing our views, we are helping the people around us how to combat or how to overcome this COVID situation. So I'd like to leave a message. So be healthy, stay healthy, look at the positive side, be optimistic. Instead of telling the glass is half empty, to tell the glass is half full. So definitely we'll be able to be happy and our mind will be boosted. We'll be having a better life and better days. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your enlightening talk. You very nicely you have concluded everything. You have told the importance of immune system from the childhood till the elderly. It is very much remarkable. So we have heard from our panelists, all the four panelists, that how important is the immune system. Let it be from physical activity to habits. Everything plays a very important role in the immune system in developing the boosting the immune system. So we could see that there are lots of questions which has come up in our Q&A in our chat box. So we would like to take up few of the questions. I have found out few relevant questions. One is from Bipul Nath sir, which I found it is very significant, and I want to place this question to Dr. Ramakanth sir. That is, sir, Bipul Nath sir is asking that is there any protocol developed to isolate immune cells from organs or blood plasma?
Yeah, generally there was. Yeah, shall I? Yeah.
Yes, sir, please, sir.
Generally, there was several isolation procedures which we prefer for isolation of antibiotics or immune cells. Some of things are density gradient centrifuge method. That is one thing which we generally prefer for iodine, and even other techniques which is available such as ELISA. These are for identification purpose. For even in case of COVID, we used to have this ELISA process for identification process. And isolation also do help in some conditions also. One specific as well as standard method is density gradient centrifuge process.
I would like to take up. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Next, I would like to take up one more question, which has been asked to Pushpita ma'am by Pushpita ma'am. Ma'am, are you listening to me? Yeah, ma'am. This is from Deepa Chetri. She is first of all conveying her greetings to you, and she wants to know that she wants to know that kindly highlight the importance of kitchen, balcony terrace, gardening to get rid of adulteration to some extent.
Okay, thank you, Deepa. After a long time, I am hearing you. But the question you have put, that is the how do we keep, that is the personal choice, and they should know about it. When we talk about the kitchen, the person, if he is very good, intelligent, knows how to clean the kitchen, she will do it. If she doesn't know, she is lethargic, she doesn't have any idea about that, she will not do it. So that is, and moreover, the people all should know about the hygiene. If we do not know the hygiene, then we cannot do anything clean. The cleanliness is the best thing. We are eating, we neglect our cleanliness. terrace. I have seen many people, they dump many things in the terrace, in the kitchen balcony, other balcony. So dumping system should be avoided. Now, whenever there is any kachra comes, they should take it in the down, or somehow they can put fire and can burn it. That is very good thing. And if sometimes actually in our place, the people are coming to take out the things, the kitchen kachra and other things, from municipality. So if that facility is there, then they can take it, no problem. Otherwise, they can dump it somewhere, not dumping in the where they are residing, but they should go take it somewhere down and can burn it. That is my thing. And the kitchen balcony and gardening. Okay, gardening. She has asked
Gardening.
about gardening also.
Gardening.
Gardening is a very good habit and the hobby. If people do gardening, that refreshes the mind also. But gardening should put in the terrace of this one window side. And we have to water the garden. Better is slow. It is
The
like
plants.
I think like
Right,
that
ma'am.
way, if we take care of our garden, one day when we do garden, we are not happy. That when it blows, when the things, vegetables are coming, then we'll be happy very much. Think that we have the habit and we will see that how we can grow more and more. And in that way, adaptation also we can minimize. The adaptation of food, mainly from the commercial and from the buying shop. That is we are getting, and sometimes it gives because that is their business. They have to do, because we cannot say that they do not do. They will do, because one day cauliflower comes like this big. That is very difficult, no? So that is their business. But we should know how we can do it and how we can make little bit garden at home so that we can take the fresh vegetables at home. But some people, they do not have place nowadays. This is very important thing. They do not have place, but still they can do in the tub, and some bucket, unused buckets, they can grow it. But growing and dumping and inviting kachra is not important. We have to throw it in a proper place. Thank you very much. Anything?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
My next question is again from Deepa Chetri. So I will be indicating this question to Gitumani ma'am. She is stating that my question is, mothers are very much relaxed with ready-made foods these days. How we approach with them regarding child diet? Ma'am, Gitumani ma'am is there?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am. So this is a question from Deepa Chetri. She is asking that how we approach with them regarding the child diet.
Okay, thank you, Deepa. So it is our duty, if someone is being the nurses or the nurses in the community field, they should make them understand that taking the junk food or the ready-made food is not good. And I'd like to give you a small example. Today, what happened when I was about to come to the college in the morning, rice cooker was just whistle. I become late somehow with my child, so I could not make it. So rice cooker was just whistle, and I could not bring my rice to the college today. Previously, too, we was not taking, our university is providing, but now because university is a little bit, we have to take care of ourselves, and university, like, students were not there, so canteen is not fully open. Though we can take some of the foods, but we are preferring now to take the home foods. And what happened, as the rice cooker was not open, so I could not take the rice. So immediately I have cooked two parathas, ready-made parathas, and I have taken to the lunch. And after taking, I am having so much gas. Even I was telling my IT team, I'm feeling so much discomfort. Even sitting here also, I'm feeling so much discomfort because of that gas. So the preservative foods we should not take, and the packet food should not take. It is our duty to make the people understand that these are the not good product for the children. So children, then it is our duty. If children is not taking, yes, they are very fishy. So you change the menu. So they will not be taking aloo fry. You make a aloo soup. Definitely they will take. They want the beautiful look of the things. the ingredient may be same, but if you make it beautifully, and what is available in the restaurant, like that, if you are making, instead of giving them fish, if we can make a fish tikka, definitely they will take. So we have to go accordingly what the child's like. So, and we have to teach the mothers what are the other recipes they can make, and they have to be understand that not to go for the simple things, and they will be getting more time to sit in the. I have seen many of the non-working mothers, they have so much time to sit in the social media. So they have to cut short their social media time, and they have to engage with their children. It is the time we are boosting our time with the children. We have to make them the better citizens. It is every mother's duty. So we have to make them understand. We should be
Truly, ma'am.
spending quality times with the children. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. The next question is again from Bipul Nath, sir. So I want to direct this question to Dr. Ramakanth sir once. So, am I audible, sir, to you?
Yeah, please.
So he is asking that is any research evidence of pool of micronutrients which can be supplemented in child nutritional products from early age to equip their immune system till they become adult?
Yeah. A good question from him. The thing is, the first best nutrient for a baby is the mother's first feeding. It was the actual and the first. Most of them are not thinking about. It's been advised to give mother's milk breastfeeding for 1 year. That was one exceptional unadulterated nutrient ever found in world, which has been created by the Almighty or the God, whatever may be. So that is what the only thing. Whatever the marketed products which are having, there is no any standard evidence that this is the nutrients for a child till adult or whatever may be. It's all. Only thing I can justify with that is what we are preparing. It should be of our own nature, and it should be nowadays there are several organic products are there, even that also several adulterated are there, but let's try to get some quality organic foods, organic products, and prepare that within our home, and we can go with it with irrespective of it. Ginger, amla, these are the things. We don't need to go for any other things. I can have one day an amla juice every one day, one morning, or else one type of any type of juice. A drumstick juice is having enough nutrients in it. That is most enough to it. Only thing, like Professor Hoppe is saying, we need your knowledge, sir. We need your knowledge. We need your experience.
I want to say
So that is
something.
what thing. Yeah, please, sir. Please. Yeah, please.
Please, sir.
Ujjwal, just to add on, and again, I would say based upon the personal experience and experience around me, because scientific things and adulterated things and nutrients which are useful or not, this all is a discussion point of view, or maybe as a pharmacist, Bipul Nath may be asking this question. But then I tell you very frankly, from my experience of working in many parts of this country, every state, every district, every home probably are there in their food habits, which probably are there in their dadi, nani ka nuskha, where they used to have something which is to be required. Sorry, phone call came in between. And every child require a different kind of nutrient. There is not a ready-made formula for every child. So what I probably wanted to say is that this particular component of nutrients, this has come from a Western world to our country, where both the families are working, husband, wife working, and they don't have time. They are just putting Cerelac and whatnot in the mouth of the child. That is absolutely a nonsense thing that some of them have to do, because they are not been able to cope up with their lifestyle and their requirement of the professional world. But otherwise, if you have little time, simple dal bhat to all green vegetables and juices and gai ka doodh and gai ka asli ghee, mixing up with sarson ka tel, the pure kachi ghani and all, they have all the nutrients what you think of. All fresh vegetables. Give them the food which is least adulterated. I cannot say 100% adulterated, unadulterated food is not available in this world. Forget about me or you. least adulterated food and to a best possible home cooked best food. That is my advice there. My request to Ujjwal is that we kindly take the questions of Mr. Arindam. He has raised many questions, so my
Right, sir.
request to take
Right,
one or
sir.
two questions. Right.
Right, sir.
Thank you, Ujjwal. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. My next question is yes, from Arindam Bhardwaj. He is saying that the medical history of mankind shows that biggest leap in community and national health has been achieved not by medicines or hospitals, but through food security and social engineering. So I want to indicate this question to Ramakant ji only. Sir, can you comment yourself on this point regarding
Could you
social engineering?
Yeah, it's social engineering. It's a vast area. It's nothing but the measures whatever taken by government is nothing but a social engineering. It's a plan of activities which has been taken by a specialized committee, having their approaches by forecasting various aspects coming from government issues such as WHO guidelines, ICMO
Right.
guidelines. Based on this, how better the population can be maintained. In simple saying about a single word, social distancing is one of the measure which has been a very right decision for this social distance. I mean social engineering. It's a high command work. It's not related to our side. But as an individual, we can't decide about it. I think so. Am I right? I hope I'm justifying his answer question. I think so.
Right. Maybe Pushpita ma'am wants to add on to the comments with Ramakant ji, sir. Ma'am, Pushpita ma'am is there? Ritumani ma'am would like to say something regarding social engineering, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
it is all the health aspect. Whatever we are doing, we are mainly focus is on the community or on the society. So if we are able to reach the community or every household, then only health or national health mission or the health, whatever the scheme is there, that will become successful. That is the social engineering what they are doing. So he is very right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. My one more question has been repeatedly asked. That is, what is the proper way to boost your immune system and mental attitude during this COVID time? Sir, I would like our honorable Vice Chancellor sir to give an answer for this, if you can.
I just say that keep yourself fruitfully busy for 14 hours minimum a day. And that fruitfully busy means that either you be involved with studies, teaching, work from home, or working for home, maybe doing anything for the family, and and interacting with the people in the family, as well as if you are getting a chance to work from home or going to the office. If you are fruitfully engaged during this time, and not today, in your life every day, if you are 14 hours fruitfully engaged, you won't find any problem. You need not to take, you will not require medicine for 40 years, I guarantee. But that fruitful engagement doesn't mean social media. That fruitful engagement doesn't mean watching movie and watching videos all the time. That's not chatting and laying down on the bed watching TV. That is not productive. Productive means either on the sports field, or in the classroom, or in the society where you are having friends and you are having some social activity going on, or helping your mother, father, or children in their work, and working for home, and doing something which is really productive and fruitful. If you decide 14 hours, I guarantee you, nothing will happen. I have seen the poorest of the families without nutrient, without food, and more healthier than me. And they have no nutrients, no food. They hardly get food and everything, but they are more strong because they are fruitfully, physically, and emotionally and mentally engaged. So minimum 14 hours work if you do, and nothing will happen. Guaranteed.
Thank you so much, sir. So we have come to the end of the session. I guess most of the questions has been attempted, and overall. So what I would conclude here that what I have understood with this session of
Ujjwal, sorry to interrupt. 1 minute. Let me
yes,
complete.
sir.
To
Right, sir.
Professor S.P. Singh, as Vice Chancellor said, morning in the pharmacy webinar, in Royal School of Pharmacy webinar, I think Professor A.K. Brogan asked, I think so. What is the reason for lessening of heart attack in this session? As Professor S.P. Singh, Vice Chancellor, has said, it is that they worked for the home, worked with the home, worked with the people in the home, that make them free from this heart diseases or whatever may be. And my concluding statement from my side, I would like to quote one thing. We student, youngsters or whatever may be, the next generation people might be good enough in technologies, but they don't know how to be with the traditional thing, valued thing which has been given from our forefathers or whatever may be. With we learn, we are ready to learn the technology from them, but please do respect and learn good things from the seniors. Seniors are nothing but the vision. Technology is nothing but the mirror what you are adding of, or specs what are adding. It is ready to adjust your focus, but it don't give you the vision, exact vision to you. That's what my final quote to give it. And to conclude it, eat as much as you can, as well as eat in a limit way, and walk as much you can. How much you can you walk, laugh as that is most important thing, and also sleep right time in 7. All these things has to be in optimum way. There is nothing in a right thing to do excess. If anything you are doing in excess, it will be an problem to us. Do everything in an optimum level. That will be adding a good healthy and quality life. And thanks for Royal School of Nursing for choosing a right topic and making all of us to think about it back again. This is a research, but researching of our forefather thinkings or whatever maybe our ancient cultures. And I request all the students or fresh researchers to follow than the nano medicines. Think about the ethnic food habits, ethnologies, all these things. I request them to look after also. Thank you for a valuable session, and I like to finally thank Debashish for School of Pharmacy.
Doctor,
Yeah, Dr. Debashish.
Doc-
Yes, please, yes, sir. Please.
Dr. Ramakanth, actually I missed it. I should have quoted earlier from your first deliberation. There's something very important has picked up by you and not by any of the speakers, is that the component of Ayurveda, and especially how the food is fine, but what food we should take in which season, and also I want to add on what food we should take at what time. I mean,
Exactly.
like, I'm just quoting one thing which has been told to me by my forefathers fathers and my elderly people. We cook cucumber. Everybody says it's a very vegetable, but I tell you, cucumber is very harmful. Cucumber is very harmful if at a wrong time. So this I wanted to add on, and there is a saying. See, in India, there is a saying. खीरा, इसको हिंदी में खीरा बोलते हैं. खीरा सुबह खाओ तो हीरा. If you eat it in the morning, it is like diamond. दिन में खाओ तो जीरा. If you eat in the daytime, it is like a जीरा. जीरा जैसे जीरे की सीरत. But if you eat in the night, अगर रात में खाओ तो कीड़ा. It is like a worm. एक खीरा खाने का भी नियम है, दही खाने का भी नियम है, और हर खाने का नियम है. और मैं अपने जीवन में इन सबको बहुत पालन करता हूं, अपने घर में भी पालन कराता हूं. I try my level best in my family members. And I was having some issues a few years back when I was working very hard in MHE, but everything got resolved only by maintaining some advice by the Ayurvedas that you should not eat this or you should not eat at this point of time, and everything has gone all right. And for youngsters, if anybody is having some problem in their early age with respect to graying of hair, I tell you, my hair started graying in the class 9th, and I was so very upset at that point of time. And with yoga and eating Chavanprash of Dabur for around 4, 5, 6 years, all my hair gradually, naturally became black. So it has lots of power. So therefore, that negativity of gray hair has given me Ayurveda at that point of time. So all negatives give positive to everyone. So I conclude by saying all negatives have positive inbuilt in it. Corona has positive inbuilt it, and we please should encash it. Encash it for our benefit, for the benefit of society.
Thank you so much,
Hello.
sir. Thank you so much for your views.
Hello.
It's hello. Yeah.
Can I ask the questions from the volunteer?
Yes,
Yeah, I am Dr. Mutturamu calling from the Ethiopia, East Africa. It was a very nice session, and it is really need of the time also. But I have some conflict about the boosting of immune system. Why? Because
Okay.
of since last 4 years I am working here, especially these people cultures and these people habit and these people everything I adopted. And even though I'm watching these people also, they're
Okay.
taking the food morning 7:30, afternoon 12:30, and even evening 7:30 itself. The food also, it is like very junk food. Up to the neck they are eating. That much they are eating the food. Even water consumption also, it is comparing to 3 liters is very less. But the people are still, they have the immunity power. The people, they have the stamina also. Even though as a football or even other, what I say, even athletics, Olympics, they are some achievers comparing to our Indians. That is what I have the conflict. Whatever we are also following a Western culture, like morning 1 to 2 or 3 idli or dosa, or afternoon small rice, then evening a small juice. Like we only decreasing our food habit. Correct. Our ancient people is taken the like that? No, definitely no. They are taking morning full food, afternoon half of the food, and evening then again half of the food. Like that habit was happen. I don't know, but it was sure. But whatever we are telling now, what I listened from your side, whatever you are telling, it is almost conflict to this country cultures, especially for Africans. Still, they have the stamina. Death rate also very very less, and even coronavirus also comparing to community level, it is very less
Stop
because
it.
of these people happy.
Right.
One more point I have to add: discipline. These countries are very, very free zone alcoholic countries. Means there is no restriction. From morning to up to night, they are taking the drinks.
Right.
And one more thing, hand washing. The people are not taking any bathing regularly. Week or per week, one time taking the bathing is more than.
Sorry to interrupt, Dr. Muthuramu. The Professor S.P. Singh is ready for answer with you, I think so. Sir has been waiting for so long time.
I know
I'm not
Ujjwal.
finishing.
Ujjwal.
1 minute. One minute. I'm sharing my
Yeah, yeah,
experience
yeah.
only. I'm
Yeah,
not
please, yeah,
telling
please.
this is not wrong. That is a good. I'm not telling like that. These people experience simply I'm forwarding to you because of I had the experience last 4 years. These people habit and even do think plus also they will do weekly 2 times only. Like that culture, but still their stamina they have.
Can I answer? Can I give you some thought? Not the answer.
Okay, okay.
Your experience are very well taken. And I have many friends in Africa. While working with MIT, I have got many friends around the world. And I have told you in my initial discourse, and two things I would like to emphasize upon. One is that I told you about the innate or natural immunity. Please read some
Okay.
articles, good articles, and natural immunity. The people living in tough conditions or conditions which are difficult for living, that may be desert, that may be high altitude, that may be any tough, so they develop a different kind of immunity, and over the years and generation to generation, that pass in the form of innate natural immunity that is there in their genes. So that is one answer to your question. They a stronger immunity system by their genes. Number one. Number two, as far as their other habits and them winning the Olympic and everything is concerned, I have done because I'm a sportsman. I have done a huge research on Africans, the way they have endurance. That all depends upon your further immunity. If you are drinking for the whole day, as you said, and if you are having unhygienic condition all around, either you will die or you will have double immunity. There is nothing in between. So therefore, many countries has adopted during this COVID time that they think their immunity is very strong and people will not die because of COVID and they don't have lockdown. I know many countries, they don't have lockdown at all. They need. So therefore, your point is very valid. They may be having very strong innate or natural immunity, and they are also having very strong build. They are having very strong race as a people, Africans, and they are sustaining all these things. So this is my point of view, but no answer to your question. Your experience is well taken. Thank you, Ujjwal. We should conclude it
Thank
now.
you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So here we are going to be ending with our session today. So I conclude by saying this, that we should be always connected to the nature and do all the things which is naturally been active. So with that code, I would like to thank Honorable Vice Chancellor sir and Honorable panelist of today, that is Ramakant ji, that is Pushpita ma'am and Gitumoni ma'am. And I would also like to thank the participants who has taken part in this session. It was a very interesting session and we have learned a lot from here. I would also like to extend my vote of thanks to the technical team who has supported in this complete session. Thank you so much. Here we come to the end of the session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ramakanth. Thank you.
Thank you.